Good morning, children. As we have completed our spherical mirrors, we will start our second chapter, chemical equations. Okay? See, in this chapter, today we will learn differences between a physical change and what do you mean by these changes. Okay? Physical and chemical changes. Now in this, first one is a physical change. What do you mean by a physical change? See here, first thing is physical. Always physical means appearance. Okay? If there are changes in appearance, size, shape and state, such changes are called as a physical changes. See, before entering into these changes, let us see some examples. Okay? Here, first example, let us say rusting of iron. Rusting of iron. Second example, let us say combustion of or you can say burning. Let us say a burning. Burning of a candle. Third one, let us say formation of curd. Fourth one, bursting of a balloon. Fifth, digestion of food. And your familiar one in bioscience, photosynthesis. Okay? First, let us recall what is happening in all these six cases of examples. Rusting of iron. See here, I am taking an iron nail and keeping it outside for some days. Okay? After some days, what happens? You will be seeing a brownish powder. That brownish powder is nothing but we call it as rust. Okay? Initially what we have kept only an iron nail. After some days a new brownish powder is formed. That brownish powder we are calling it as rust. Okay? Now let us say another example, burning of candle. I have taken a candle and using a matchstick I am burning the candle. Okay? Next. Let us see a formation of curd. How curd is made. See, your mom may be warming the milk. After lukewarm or warming the milk, some amount of buttermilk she will be adding. Then what happens? She will be keeping it somewhere. After 3 or 4 hours, Do we get a substance called curd? Yes. Bursting of balloon. Take a balloon, blow air into the balloon. Now what happens to the balloon? The balloon flaps, becomes bulges, not flats, bulges. Okay? Now take a pin and pierce it on the balloon. Then what happens? Your balloon bursts. Next, let us take digestion of food. We are eating different varieties of food. Yes or no? Like a biryani, chapati, curd, rice, everything. Okay? After eating, the food is digested. Let us take your biological familiar one, photosynthesis. Okay? See here, sunlight. This photosynthesis process is taking place in plants. Sunlight is taken, the plant converts this sunlight in the form of energy. Yes or no? Okay? Now, another example. Diwali. During Diwali, burning of crackers. You all will be burning different variety of crackers there. Okay? Now, why I have said all these examples? Formation of a curd, iron, photosynthesis, and so many examples are there. Okay? Now, let us see first two, rusting of iron and burning of candle. Now, in this, first what I have taken, an iron nail have been taken. Okay? Now, I have kept it for some days. Then a rust is formed. Iron, how we are reading Fe, plus how rust is formed, whatever amount of oxygen is present in the atmosphere, it is reacting and forming ferric oxide. This is nothing but your rust. Okay? Here, when you look at this example, iron nail is there. The same iron nail, some amount of brownish powder is formed on the iron nail. No new substance is formed. If you take an iron nail, weigh its mass. Let us assume it is 0.5 grams. After rust formation, again we need to find the mass of iron nail, water, and also whatever rust is formed. Water and oxygen also we must take into the addition. Okay? After adding all those masses, find out the mass of the whole thing. You will find again it will be 0.5 grams. Initially the iron nail was also 0.5 grams. Again after rust formation also it is 0.5 grams. Okay. Now burning of a candle. Candle we have taken. I have lighted it. Then what happens? It starts melting. Burn candle. Does it contains wax? Okay. It is melting. That means again some amount of wax is coming out. Burning of a candle, rusting of iron. Here no new substances are formed. The original substances are there. Okay. That means composition of a substance does not change. Such changes are called as a physical change. Now next look at curd formation. Preparing a curd. Initially it was milk. After 3 or 4 hours it has changed into curd. Okay. Bursting of balloon. The same balloon is there. I have changed its shape after blowing it. It has bulged out. Some changes are there in the shape of the balloon. Such all these things, if there are changes in shape, size, such changes always comes under physical changes. Digestion of food, photosynthesis. See here, glucose, you all have seen. C6H12O6 have been converted into CO2 plus H2O like this. I have taken glucose, it is converted into carbon dioxide and water. Such substances in which a new substance is formed, such changes are called chemical changes. In physical change, no new substance will be formed. Only in chemical changes, new substances will be formed. Okay? Such changes are called chemical changes. Now here, ice cube, let us take. After supplying certain amount of heat, it converts into water. Solid is converted into water. That means there is a change in the state. Such changes are always comes under physical changes. A new substance will be always be formed in a chemical change. No new substance will be formed in a physical change. But here, physical changes, let us take. See, physical changes are temporary changes, but here chemical changes are permanent. Okay? Reversible process. It's an irreversible process. Say, if I take an ice cube, supply some amount of heat, it converts into water. Water again into water vapor. Okay? Changes. If I cool water vapor, what happens? I will get water. Again, if I cool water, I will get ice. Like this, a gas can be converted into a liquid. Liquid can be converted into an ice. Reverse process is also done in case of a physical change. Such changes are called as a reversible process. Ice can be converted into water, water can be converted into ice. Those are reversible process. Always your physical changes can also be done in the reverse order. See, suppose CaCO3. I am heating this. CaO plus CO2. See, calcium carbonate. I am heating this. It is converted into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. New products will be formed. In which change? Chemical change. Again, if you combine CaO and CO2, you won't get CaCO3. Okay? Hence, we call chemical changes as permanent changes. And also, irreversible process cannot be taken place in a chemical change. A chemical change is also called as a chemical reaction. Okay? New products will be formed, but if you take the products, again you won't get the original substance. But here we will get the original substance. Like water, it is converted into ice. Such changes are a physical change, and chemical changes are a permanent and irreversible change. Okay. Here you are burning of crackers during Diwali. When you burn the crackers, you will get a white ash powder. Yes or no? Magnesium oxide. You have seen an activity burning a magnesium ribbon. You will get a white dazzling light called as a magnesium powder, oxide powder there. A new substances will always be formed in a chemical change. In a physical change, no new substances will be formed. Now after this, you have exothermic reactions and endothermic reactions. Exothermic reaction. See, these reactions in which heat is released or liberated. That means heat is coming out. A reaction in which heat is liberated, we call such reaction as exothermic reaction. Endothermic, a reaction in which heat is absorbed. Heat won't be coming out. It is absorbed by the substance itself. Such reactions are called endothermic reactions. Okay, children? Note down your homework. Write any 4 differences between a physical change and a chemical change. Okay, children? Thank you.